Imagine your mind was a completely blank slate when you were born. No ideas, no thoughts, just an empty space. That's basically the idea behind John Locke's An Essay Concerning Human Understanding. It changed the way we think about how we think. Let's dive in and unpack this idea of the blank slate and what Locke had to say about knowledge. Who is John Locke? John Locke was an English philosopher way back in the 1600s. He was a big deal, not just a thinker, but a doctor, politician, and a major influence on theories of government, stuff like the American Revolution. But for us, we're interested in how he revolutionized the way we think about the mind. Before John Locke, many philosophers believed we were born with built-in knowledge, stuff like the concept of God or even basic logic. John Locke turned the tables with the tabula rasa idea. That's Latin for blank slate. He said, "Nope, when you enter the world, your mind is empty. Everything you know, you learn afterward. So, if we're not born with ideas, where do they come from?" According to Locke, it's all about experience. Sensation. Our senses give us raw data: sights, sounds, smells, etc. Think of the first time you tasted a banana. Your mind just registered sweet and mushy, but it didn't say, "Hey, that's a banana." Reflection. This is where we think about the stuff our senses give us. Maybe you compare the taste of a banana to a mango, and start building categories in your mind, like fruits. John Locke said there are two kinds of ideas. Simple ideas. These are the basic building blocks we get directly from our senses. Red, sweet, loud, think of them as the alphabet of our mind. Complex ideas. This is where the magic happens. You take those simple ideas and build them into complex mental stuff, like the idea of justice, happiness, or even unicorn. You might think, okay, cool theory, but who cares? Well, John Locke's ideas were huge. Challenging tradition. John Locke poked holes in the old way of thinking, with everyone assuming things were true just because that's how it's always been. The power of experience. He made us focus on observation and evidence. This fueled science as we know it. Individuality and equality. If we all start off equally blank, then no one has some magical right to rule over others, and everyone's potential matters. John Locke wasn't 100% right. Today we know things like our genes and brain structure shape who we are too. But, his emphasis on learning and experience is still powerful. John Locke's ideas remind us that what we learn shapes us. We can be constantly building new ideas. So whether you're a student, a philosopher, or just someone curious about the world, remember the power of the blank slate waiting to be filled.